On today's episode of Things That I'm Getting Tired Of, my elbow rubbing on these cracks, and my door handle not attached to the door anymore. Plus it's making my latch assembly all loose. So what are we gonna be replacing these guys with? Well, let me show you. But first, I'm Jason, and that's Project Street Queen. I'm gonna be installing these armrests that I got off of Amazon because they've got all the tabs attached. The color is actually pretty nice, and there is some padding to them. You can see the left and the right. I don't know if you can see it on camera. The texture is slightly different, but at this stage, if it's not all pokey on my arms and it actually attaches to the door, I think we're gonna be solid. I'm not entirely sure where all the little clips on this door are, so I'm gonna start with the obvious. We've got these two little push pin areas here. Whoop, yep, there was that one. So it looks like we've got a T15 or a T20 there. It's just a Christmas tree clip. Our little lock driver. Gosh, that's pretty gross. Slide's okay though. So we've got a 7 right there. Another 7 right underneath the handle here. This guy needs to pop off, and I just took the rear doors apart, and I know there's a lip that goes this way, so I think I want to pry from the top, not the bottom. Oh, no, this one's different. It's a clip at the front. It slides in that way. It's pretty dirty too. And then up in the corner here, we just got to pull this valence. These usually just clip on in most cars I've worked on. Yep, that makes sense. You got a hook that goes in the bottom, the 2 clips on the side. Yep, it was a T20. Just slide up. Look at that. Whoa, where'd that screw come from? Huh, screw just fell out the bottom. I was holding something in. So we'll have to figure that out. All right, so we got our light in the bottom corner here. Got a little tab there. We'll just slide that on. Try not to break this tab. I'm gonna use a pick to do that. Here's that little tab there. Normally with a tab this small, you just yank and it'll pop out. But as things get older, just yanking on them tends to cause them to break. So I'm gonna start with this plastic screwdriver here. Ah, crap, that's not even the tab. This is the tab here. All right, screwdriver still and back. There it is. All right, no plastic was harmed in the popping of this clip. How about all our switches up here? Holy moly, that's a lot of switches. I don't even know what harness that is. It must be the added harness for these mirrors, because these are aftermarket mirrors. That's a lot of connectors, dang. I'm gonna have to just unplug these and then show you. Struggle bus, struggle bus. How long will I struggle? That all goes up there. That's fresh. How the heck are you supposed to get that off of there? What about this thing? Where's this go? Okay. Damn, short little T-Rex arms. I guess I didn't have to take that off. But it's a good thing I did, because my mirror, not my mirror, that's my heated seat switch. Look at the corrosion in there. I wonder if that's part of why my heated seats don't work. That's a darn good place to start. This one, you gotta push down right there. This one, you have this little tab here that will release the gray lever to pop it back. And these two that went to the mirror, they both have tabs at the back, like that. Whoa, that door panel is pretty gross inside. It's held on with painter's tape? What the heck? And Gorilla Glue. Awesome. Here we are on the work table. We've got a 7mm, 7mm. I'm guessing one that's supposed to go, this is the one that goes into the door, but one's supposed to go here. I bet this is the one that fell out. Whoa, where'd that screw come from? Huh, screw just fell out the bottom. I've got these two in my pocket that I found, they look like the same screws. Let's see. Yep. All right, there's 4 of those. It looks like I should pull this off too. Got one screw at the front. Gosh, I don't know what's happening there. This is not the way it's supposed to be. Well, this is kind of hokey. Maybe I can get these two to come out together. There's that. Oh yeah, I see what they were doing. Figured out they drilled a hole in here, it looks like, in the switch block, which is kind of dumb. And ran this guy in there so that it would hold the switch block in place, but it was not doing its job. Now we've got this guy off. You can see at the front where they break. Here's the new unit, here's the old unit, there's the missing ear. Here's the color difference. Now, mind you, this is a 2006, so it has faded or darkened or I don't know what. I did not expect these to be an exact match, and this one looks really shiny by comparison. I can tell on my switch block there's a run right here. Somebody clear coated all of this, and I'm not sure why. Maybe they were trying to change the color, try to repair something. Doesn't really matter. But the color match, I mean, it's darn close enough to make it work. Plus, this is really what I was going after right here. It's got everything still attached to it, so we can screw this in solidly back together. But there's no chance I'm gonna put this back together with all this dirt in here. So I'm gonna clean the whole door panel. I'm gonna clean my grill and speaker assembly out and make sure it's gonna go back together super fresh. Plus, that corrosion that's in this connector is also in this connector. So I'm gonna try to clean it out with some contact cleaner and a little scraper. See if we can't make it better. There we go. All right, so they just ground down the back of a bolt, shoved it in there, basically used it as a, crap. It's not broken, it's not broken. Used it as some sort of a reverse thread. This thing is disgusting. Look at the inside of that switch. You think somebody was rolling around with the windows down? No wonder that everything's all wet. Something's crunchy inside there too. This might just be my opportunity to take this thing apart. Safety strap, don't need that. No warranty left on this thing. This might take my entire pocket screwdriver collection. The free pocket screwdrivers from all the tool truck guys. Miss the old days. Nobody's stopping by my shop now and giving me free pocket screwdrivers. I need a tool truck guy. That worked perfect. Anybody else self-diagnose with automotive OCD? Even if you know you probably shouldn't try to do something, you're like, you know what? I bet I can handle that. I'm gonna go over the top. I'm gonna take it apart. I'm gonna clean it. I'm gonna make it better. Half the times I break shit. Oh, crap. Ho, 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 ho. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Look how dirty that circuit board is. Can you tell? Oh man, there is a ton of corrosion right there on this guy. Now I'm certain that was causing issues. I wonder if the board has any problems. Am I gonna be able to get this back together? Be a fair amount of guessing going forward. That already looks worlds better. Now this is just the plastic housing. I mean, try to get some of this crunchy stuff out of here, out of the pins. I'll be really excited if this gets my heated seat working again. Pulled out my bag of random connectors, and in there I have a male or a female side and a male side to try to clean out each one of these little pins. Spray the contact cleaner on there, and then I'm gonna run this guy down. Just try to rub it clean. You tell I don't work with electronics. Just doing all this guessing. None of the solder points look damaged on the back side. To get this side clean, I popped the circuit board out the back side with all the little push pin contacts. So then I can clean the silicone and I can clean this totally separate without soaking it all. This will make it a lot easier. Check that out. Fresh and clean, inside and out. Now let's hope it works after I put it together. All right, well, I tried the switches on the truck and I've got no lights at all. I've got backlighting to the switches, but the little dots don't light up. So that's gonna be a whole nother diagnostic procedure. For now, we're gonna just get back to putting this together now that it's 90% clean. I hate those sounds. Now our armrest is gonna go in first. We gotta get our clips to push through there. Before I get it too tight, I wanna get this back in there. I've got 3 screws so far. You do have to loosen this to get this to drop down and in. Well, at first I didn't really like the way it was fitting, but once you put the screws in, it pulls down really nice. There is a little bit larger gap in this corner than the stock piece had. And because my trim piece has been painted, it kind of looks weird right here. But I don't know, when I hold it up against the door, it's lighter. This whole door has been UV faded for I don't know how many years. Actually, I do. It's a 2006. Math that, you'll know. Start with a little quick dry epoxy. Right. This is my little clips are in the way. That'll hold this thing on there at least. Oh, there's arrows. This way forward, this way up. It's even labeled by color. That's the green connector right here. And then we've got black, blue, and these other ones. Black, then blue. Gotta really squeeze in there. And the very top connector. Kinda gotta push the whole thing on at once. Get all these clips in. There we go, bottom clips. Like that. Okay, don't over tighten this one. You're gonna snap that thing off if you do. And before I go too far, which probably already have, double check that switches work. Sweet. Slide it in the front first, then the other 2 pieces. Front, top, back, side.
It actually stays now.
Yeah. I lubed up the whole mechanism. The actual latch wasn't connected, or the bar in here, so it's just kind of floating around. I think that was making it not work as well. And whenever I disconnect anything in a door, I always check to make sure that the handle works. Looks like this guy needs more grease. The new latch that I installed back there, it just pops right open like it should. That is our finished product. You can see it is slightly lighter, and the further back that you go, it stands out. With the door closed, I'd say it looks pretty good still. Honestly, are you gonna get perfection, especially with a truck this old? I'm gonna go ahead and do the other door off camera, because I'm gonna take the whole thing apart, clean everything, put sound dampening in the door just like I did to this one. If you're looking for the handles for your truck, I'll drop a link down below to the ones that I bought. There are some fitment issues, but at the end of the day, it all did go together. I'm happy with that, especially for the price. Rather than buying new door panels, this is definitely a lot easier way to go. Like, subscribe, comment, tune in for more, join the channel, do all the things. Buy from the links down below. They all really help. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.